welcome to Shrubby Buddies podcast, where we talk all things horticulture right from the heart of Zone 6B. So grab a drink, step into the garden, and grow with us as we talk plants, tools, tips, tricks, with a healthy dose of comedy and banter. Whether you're crushing it in the landscape or just trying to keep the one plant alive, we've got you covered. And as always, love you harder plus two. Hey, Shrubby Buddies, and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. I am Matthew C. Guthrie the First, joined with Two Things Timothy Daniel Fleischer. Timmy, how are you?
Good. Hey, Matt.
Hi.
What's going on, bub?
I'm just recording a podcast here in Studio 6B.
Yep.
That's what's going on with me. What's
Cool.
going on with you?
Cool.
Same as these?
Yeah. I'm drinking something different today.
Yeah, what is that drink you're drinking?
I'm drinking some Nocino,
Nocino.
which is a liqueur made from unripe black walnuts.
Okay, that's
And-
interesting.
And
Does it have a very complex taste structure?
it's just very warming and nice.
Okay, good on your belly.
Well, yeah, I have kind of like a funny belly, so I thought it would be better than having a beer today.
Taco bar.
And I have now, this is the third year in a row, I've told myself I'm going to make Nocino,
Yeah, and you have yet to
and
do
I
it.
haven't. And you have a small window of when you can harvest the walnuts. They have to be small and immature while the nut inside is still white. And I've missed that window. So
Okay.
we'll try
Well,
again in 2027.
Until then, we'll just keep minding Nocino.
Yeah.
So nice, man.
What are you drinking?
I've just got water.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
got to stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
I don't stay hydrated enough, so I'm trying to really focus in on doing a better job of that.
You're like my wife and kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't drink enough water.
I don't either, and I'm
know.
trying to do better.
I
So, yeah, what's been going on with us? We missed last week. Last week we were at Cultivate 2026 right here in the heart of Central Ohio, and Tim and I did two presentations, and yeah, went well. We did one on, what was the first presentation on? Oh, it was on plants that we don't like. It was kind of like a Dirty Dozen thing. And then
Yep.
we did one on small trees with a big impact, like in the ornamental
Yeah.
garden. So,
They were based on 2 episodes that we've previously recorded.
Yeah.
So, and got good feedback, and a lot of wonderful friends of ours came and supported us. So we appreciate all of you for that.
yes. And Cultivate was fun. We got to catch up with a lot of people. So big thank you to Michelle from Hoffman Nursery. So
Yeah. What up, Michelle?
Michelle, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful dinner. Tim and I had the opportunity to go out to dinner with her Sunday evening. That was delicious. Good time.
Yeah.
So we got to catch up with the Hoffman Nursery gang.
Yeah. What wonderful plants, specifically those grasses and calyxes they grow. Whew.
Bumped into Brent Horvath for a quick minute outside of the.
We did. And we just had to gush about all the plants we love that he's introduced.
Yeah. Got to, of course, catch up with our friends at Burby Bulb Company. I know you and Bob had some good conversations pre me getting down there to the show.
Yeah.
So
I hung out with Bob quite a bit, and it was nice to see Reagan.
yeah.
She
Old Ray
was
Dog,
She was just very, positive and excitable as per usual.
as always.
Yep.
Yeah, just got to run into a lot of good people. All of our friends over at Mill Creek Gardens.
Yeah.
They were down there.
Mike and Olivia
Yeah.
and Fred
Yep.
and many more.
All
Many more.
all of them. I mean, we're missing out on.
We're
people.
barely scratching the surface. Oh, we got to meet Marcus Jansen, who works
Yes.
with Ball Seed,
Yep.
and he's reached out to us before and talked to us about the GH Squad
Yeah,
podcast.
but Bill from Ball Seed from Ball Horticulture also, Bill, I didn't get a chance to catch up with you, so I want to make that happen at some point. I know Tim got to chat with you some,
Yeah.
so but yeah, Bill's reached out to me or to us on our email, and yeah, I think that they want to do a little collab with us.
Yeah.
GH Squad.
GH Squad podcast. So check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus at Ball Seed was telling us that that's what he's like listening to these days, on his way to work is those two podcasts. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And let me just say, dude, Marcus
Yeah.
has got some hair that I would die for.
Jesus.
And a damn mustache that
mustache.
just, God, like when he's talking to me, it's like, I want to like look him in the eyes when he's talking to me. And I just find myself looking at his mustache. And I'm like, dude, like this mustache is fantastic. So Marcus,
that's
awesome
a good
job on the
mustache,
stash,
man. Yeah,
buddy.
well done.
Yeah. So Cultivate was a good time. We got the Perennial Plant Association's National Symposium coming up next week.
Yes, we do.
The Dublin Horticulture team will be headed north for that. It's in East Lansing at Michigan State University. Really looking forward to that. We're buzzing out of here Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We are meeting you at the Little House up in Perrysburg, Ohio. We're going to do a little prairie tour, hopefully, with Gary, right?
Yeah.
Gary, if you're just now hearing this.
Yes.
Okay, he knows.
We've talked. I have to get back to him with some timing details, but yeah, we're doing that, and that'll be a lot of fun. A little break halfway through your drive, and then I'll hop in the van, and
we'll head north.
And then it'll be really fun.
Good times. We've got Monday, we have some great tours lined up.
Because it'll be more fun in the van when I get in.
Oh.
Is it? You didn't... You just rolled right.
I'm driving though, so
I know.
Okay,
but it'll still be more fun when I get in.
Yeah, it'll be more fun when you get in.
The first 2 hours will be boring, and then I'll get in, and then it'll be party van.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we got some good tours lined up Monday. We're going to be touring a lot of private gardens, in and around the area of Western Michigan, I guess, West Central Michigan, maybe Central Michigan. I really don't know. A bunch of private gardens. So that'll be fun. In the evening, we will be at Walter's Gardens. Excuse me. So we got that going on. We got classes Tuesday.
Speaking of Walter's Gardens, real quick, I want to go back to Cultivate this past week.
Oh, yeah.
They had a new introduction there on display. It was called Buzzstop Vernonia ironweed. And that's a plant we talk about a lot. Is ironweed because it's a great native pollinator plant with really cool like bright purple late season flowers. But this buzzstop had like darker stems and darker leaves.
But still in that like compact form. So it's not like the species where it's going to get
like 4.5. It was a 4.5,
11 feet tall. Yeah,
foot tall. So not, I wouldn't say the most compact of ironweeds, but still fairly compact.
Yeah. When I would say a 4-foot ironweed would be, in my opinion, a compact ironweed.
For sure. And then just really cool, darker, like olive green, purpley foliage. Very nice.
Yeah. So unpopular opinion, probably. The buzz of Cultivate was the new Heucheras that Terra Nova's putting out. And they are like a cut-leafed Heuchera. It's like a dragon series, I think. I don't remember. I didn't... I wasn't buying into all of the buzz on them. I saw them and just thought, well, I don't know. Wasn't my thing. Like I said, probably an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people loved them. You're probably going to see them in garden centers next year. So if you like Heucheras, keep your eye on this. They're going to be in the purples, the silvers, the greens, like all of the Heuchera colors. But rather than that big chunky leaf, they're like a fine cut. Almost think like a Japanese maple leaf, but in a Heuchera.
Yeah, they were a big deal there. And I'm kind of with you that I don't see a whole lot of use for them in the landscape as far as my work goes.
Yeah.
And my gardens go. But I kept saying this over and over. I could see using those in containers.
Okay.
Particularly like in the fall, just to add foliage color, but then a cool foliage texture. So that's what I could see a lot of. And then also we did find out that they're bred with Velosa.
Yeah.
Heuchera Velosa, which is the species that that's most hardy here, that we have the best luck with. So
correct.
Anytime we are looking for Heuchera, it has to have Velosa blood, or else it's not, going to be very reliable here. So
and
they do have that going for them.
Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of cool. Back to PPA. Classes Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got some great tours lined up. And the one that we're most excited about is going to Belle Isle. There in Detroit, Michigan, where we're going to tour Pete Oldoff's garden, the Oldoff Garden. So that'll be fun. I know that we make a stop at the Botanical Garden at University of Michigan, a couple other stops, and then I think everyone hooks back up Wednesday evening for dinner and drinks at Michigan State University's Horticulture Garden. So
Do I be a troll and wear like a Buckeyes hat that day, or do I just leave it be?
wear a hat.
Okay,
Fine.
just
It's
a
all
hat.
good.
I'm not gonna like.
Dude, listen, I know for a fact that there will be Michigan State like people attending there, and the Michigan State people hate U of M just as much. So,
Correct.
you know,
Okay. All right.
rock it, dude.
Yeah.
Rock that hat.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where we were with that, but I'm very much looking forward to that trip because it's been a few years since I've been to a PPA. Last time was with you and Megan in Asheville.
Yeah, would have been 2 years ago.
2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we recorded an episode there.
Yep.
It would have been our first season
With Bree.
That's right. That's
right. Bree.
Bree, we didn't see. If you're listening, we didn't get to talk to you at Cultivate this past week. We saw you like 6 dozen times, but you were always surrounded by a crowd of people, just very popular.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to interrupt. So
And
hopefully we can.
We're very unpopular.
Oh yeah, yes we are.
So
Hopefully we can, talk to Bree for a few minutes at
yeah,
at PPA.
we'll get to.
And the goal is to hopefully record some sort of episode while we're there, whether it's just like one camera in the hotel room, whatever. Do something.
I just wish they weren't so damn expensive. I still want one of those little 4K DJI Osmo pocket, the little tiny gimbals, that like can slip in your pocket. I think that would just be perfect for like B-roll and stuff. So you're walking along and you could like run it along a perennial border or like do a video of like bees pollinating and doing their thing, or for just quick little interviews.
Yeah.
Like it shows like this, like,
Sure, you're the tech guy. I'm just going to nod my head.
like just hand somebody a mic that syncs up to it wirelessly and then like ask them a quick question you could put together. I don't know. Just thinking.
An
but
advertisement came up for one of those on the Instagram, probably because you were looking at them.
yeah.
So it looked like something that people like to put up their rear end, but
Of course you would go
what do
there.
I know? I'm not a tech guy.
Of course you would go there.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's your song of the week?
Oh, yes, it's my turn, is it not?
It is. Yeah.
So I've been listening to a lot of Warren Zevon lately. You know Warren Zevon?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So my Warren Zevon song is "Lawyers, Guns, and Money."
Okay.
That's the song I'm recommending this week. Just a really fun song. It's that one that if that comes on the radio, I'm like cranking it and singing along. You'd like it. It's great. It tells a funny little story. But just while we're on the Warren Zevon topic, his most popular song is "Werewolves of London," which I'm sure you've heard.
Yep.
And probably going to lose some listeners after I say this, but Kid Rock ruined that song. He's got that one song from a long time ago that sucks, that starts off with the riff from Werewolves of London. And if that ever comes on, I get excited, and then I hear Kid Rock, and
Why would we lose listeners? I mean,
I don't know, because he's super political. Like, people on certain sides like Kid Rock and don't like Kid Rock, and I just think he makes shitty music.
Yeah.
And then that's just plain and simple.
My name is Kid.
Yeah. Bad.
Well,
yeah, it's just too bad he had access to that part of that song. That's just a bummer. But while I'm on the topic again of Warren Zevon, both of those songs and the song Excitable Boy are all on Warren Zevon's Excitable Boy album, which is a fantastic album. I have my mom's copy from long ago that I listen to quite a bit. But great album, top to bottom. And the title track, Excitable Boy, is like a satirical song about a kid who grows up to be a serial killer. And like along the way, he's doing all these things that are weird, but like the people around him are just passing it off like he's an excitable boy. It's okay. And then he ends up, murdering his prom date and then digging her back up out of the ground later and
Jeffrey
doing
Dahmer.
things to her. So, but it's like a fun pop song. So it's like, I don't know, Great album, great tunes. Give them a listen. Rest in peace, Warren Zevon.
All right.
Passed away back in 2003.
You got all your Warren Zevon out of you now?
One more.
Okay.
If you get an opportunity, shortly after he passed, there was a tribute album put out called Enjoy Every Sandwich. And basically, famous musicians did his songs on this album. And it's great top to bottom. But Adam Sandler's rendition of Werewolves of London is just so good.
Okay.
Like, that was back in the day when Adam Sandler was like doing all that weird, funny music about goats and stuff. And then he does this cover and you think it's just going to be silly, but it's not. It's so good.
And Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah. Sloppy Joe's and goats.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, anywho, I'm done. I'm done. That's the
good?
music.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song? Werewolves of Manhattan.
Lawyers, guns, and money.
Okay. Very good. Timmy?
Yeah. So,
Timmy, what? So,
go ahead.
We don't have a whole lot. We didn't have a whole lot planned for this episode. So,
no, and we often don't.
Hold on. We often don't, but I haven't felt great since probably Thursday-ish of last week.
Yeah.
I was on a round of antibiotics for a sinus infection, which, that kind of sucks.
And then the probiotics get wiped out of your system.
Yes. And the antibiotics kind of, my body doesn't respond well to certain antibiotics. And
you don't say.
I'm
not laughing at you.
I know. It sucks. But anyway, so we haven't had a whole lot of time to chat and really think about this week's episode. And then Tim got the sour belly today.
Yeah.
Earlier today from the taco bar, but so we just we wanted to do something fun, easy, not something where we're gonna have to. I mean, we'll have to use our brains, but not put like a ton of thought into it. An episode that we did in season 1 was the alphabet soup for the gardening soul.
Yes, it was in May of 24. It was our 4th episode ever.
Yeah. And we had a lot of fun with that episode.
We did that one in my basement.
And Amelia rolled the die for us. And so we had a lot of fun. We had some good feedback on that episode early on. So I think we just kind of wanted to revisit it. So Tim,
I've always
take it away. Explain
the
deets on.
Sure. I wanted to do that episode in the first place. And that's why it was episode 4, because I was like super excited to do it. And basically, going back a couple years, we would just roll the die. It would land on a letter, and we would just talk about anything horticulture related about that letter until we were done talking about that letter, and then we would roll the die again. It was pretty fun because you got to kind of think on your toes, right? And that was before we had video.
Yeah.
So we could I bet some listeners were like, oh, they're just putting it on whatever letter they want.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, now we can't get around that. But we did not do that. We were rolling die, and we're going to do it again. This time is going to be very similar. We're just going to kind of talk about the letter we roll, but whoever rolls it will ask a question to the other person. Just kind of like an unscripted thing. Like I'll roll a letter and say, Matt, tell me about a favorite sun-loving perennial that starts with that letter. You got to think on the fly, come up with it. We talk about it, talk about that letter some more, and then move on.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Really easy peasy.
I've got my eye on the clock.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know where we're sitting time wise.
Okay.
So
where are we sitting time wise?
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, we're roughly 20 minutes in. So trying to think here. So yeah, I'll keep my eye on it. We'll just have fun with it, and then
just let it roll.
When I feel like we're kind of reaching our limits, I will I'll back us off and kind of wrap it up. So
okay. You ready?
Cool, man. Yeah. Am I going first here?
No, I'm rolling first.
Okay. You're rolling first.
I'm rolling first, and I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
The first question will be low-hanging fruit. It'll be easy for you.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Do you want to ask the question and then roll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after I roll, I want you to tell me something about trees.
Okay.
Regarding that letter. Okay. Easy, right? Something about trees.
Hit me.
H.
Okay. Do you want to show the cameras H? Maybe they can see that.
There's no tricks here.
The letter H.
H.
So, I'm going to give you a little bit of information with the letter H, and that is something. Okay. Hornbeam.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Letter H. Hornbeam.
Yes.
And this is a good example of why it's important that we learn the scientific names of plants.
So glad. I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay. So I'll just use two examples. We have hop hornbeam, which is one that we love. And then we have like our
American
hornbeam. Okay. So people would hear hornbeam and think that they're the same thing, right? Hop hornbeam and American hornbeam. And in fact, they're not. They're two completely different species of tree.
Yeah.
So we've got hornbeam, hop hornbeam, Ostraya virginiana, and we have American hornbeam, which is I've just drawn a blank on what American hornbeam is.
Carpinus.
Yeah, Carpinus virginiana.
Caroliniana.
Caroliniana. All right. So that's the H, hornbeams. Why it's important, because not all hornbeams are created equal.
And if I could riff off that just a little bit, back to like the thing about common names. American hornbeam also goes by musclewood and blue beech.
Yeah.
Blue beech.
And then the other thing too is people hear musclewood with Carpinus. They hear musclewood, and Ostraya. Its common name is also not just hop hornbeam, but ironwood. So people get that, like musclewood and ironwood, very similar, right? Just because we kind of associate iron with being like strong,
Exactly.
Anyways,
it gets the name hornbeam, Carpinus caroliniana. It gets the name musclewood because if you caress the stems, the branches of the tree, they're just very like, it's like feeling a muscle. Like it's very like there's smooth and there's angles and it there's
just ridges
feels
and stuff.
Ridges. It feels very strong. So it's an appropriate common name, but then like I said, you throw in blue beech and some of these other things, and it's just confuses your brain.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my riff on H. Is that good? So that's not as much fun, but definitely a little.
Well, no, I told you, give me
piece.
something about trees.
Okay.
So something that always comes up when I think of H in my brain is hepatica.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not really the time of year to be thinking about hepaticas because it's a super early blooming spring ephemeral, but they're one of the coolest.
They're super cool.
Yeah, it's like
what I love about hepatica is just the variation in flower color you get too. Like one plant here could be like a purple or almost like a pink.
The blooms.
Bloom, the flower. This plant right next to it can be white.
Like bright white.
This plant over here can be blue. Like almost a true blue. Yeah. Beautiful.
Right. And I've never seen like some of the pictures you see of the most blue flowers, but down there in Dublin where we find it, I did see like my pinkest blue once on the other side of that little creek.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. But just a really cool spring ephemeral. Like it's gone now. Like there's no evidence of it now. You'd have to look really hard to find those leaves. But it blooms like, March, maybe early April, depending on the weather. Kind of coincides with the bloom of the snow trillium.
Yeah.
And some others. So yeah, one of my favorite spring ephemerals to find because it's not, it's not like rare or anything, but in our area, you have to look pretty hard to find them compared to some other spring ephemerals.
Yeah. So very good. Okay.
Hepatica.
Tim?
You rolling? We're done. Matt's done with H.
Well,
no, that's the part of the game. You're done with it.
Yeah.
Done with H.
Let's see here.
I had so many wonderful things to say about H, but we'll just move on.
Well, we can't just stay on one letter for the whole episode.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Fucking.
Tim?
Yeah.
Give me a wet loving sun perennial with this letter.
You didn't start me off with a low hanging. No, fucking, that's what you said. You started me with a curveball.
The letter F.
F. And what's the question now?
A sun-loving perennial that likes wet feet.
A sun-loving perennial that's great in a rain garden, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe like a rain garden.
Okay. God damn it. Boy, you got me. Now I'm sweating. No, that starts with I. Juncus, no, that starts with J. Fern?
Sun-loving. I mean,
Oh,
it's
shit.
gonna be
Sun-loving.
sun-loving.
God damn it.
You struggling with this one?
Do you have one?
I don't know. Would foxglove feet like wet feet? Does foxglove like wet feet?
I don't think so.
Okay. You want to roll a different this? We're off to a bad start. All right, let's let me give you an easy one. Okay. Just give me a good sun.
Are we cutting that out, or am I just gonna look dumb? That's fine. I'll look dumb.
Give me a sun-loving perennial.
Okay.
S.
Oh. Salvia.
Okay.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah.
You made that one too easy.
Well, that's the dice made it easy. You got anything you want to say about salvia? I mean, we talk about salvia a lot on here, but
yeah.
Any particular salvias that you want to talk about? Are we talking annual salvia, perennial salvia?
No, I love perennial salvias because they do come in a lot of different heights, flower color hues, stem colors. They all prefer full sun. But what's cool is they're one of those like non-natives that I completely support. You know, they're not, you know, I've never noticed salvia being a problem. You know, it can become a big plant in the garden. It can get real happy, but I've never seen it jumping around into natural areas. Or anything.
Big's not always bad.
So
you just got to know how to use a big plant.
Right. So I just think it's a super, super versatile early blooming perennial. So
cool. So before the episode started, we actually had that exact question and it landed on S.
Like as when I was showing you the example.
And I said Sanguisorba plum drops or bonnet. Burnett. Yeah. Sorry. I always get that messed up. Burnett as the common name. Yeah, that's a really cool one. It's got this fern-like foliage, these tall, wiry stems that stick up above the foliage. And this time of the year, into the fall, produce these like burgundy colored plum drop flowers, almost like a little tiny oblong shaped allium ball. I don't know how to.
It's like I would call it like an elongated gomphrena.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
So real cool little dainty roundish flowers on the end of these wiry stems, and it just kind of like hides down there all season, you know, amongst your other perennials, and then just shoots up these flower stalks that are super cool. And then once it starts blooming, you get these plum purple colored, you know, flowers, and I love it. We've only started using that in the last few years, and I just can't get enough.
And it is a vigorous plant.
Oh, it's vigorous. Yeah.
So
I remember the first time we used it, I was like, that's kind of small and slow, but it's in year 3. It's not slow anymore. It's become a big plant. I'd say for most of the year, you don't see it, but once it shoots up these flower stalks, probably started shooting those up a few weeks ago, I'd say. It's probably every bit of 4 feet with the flower, right?
Yeah. Pretty darn close. So, yeah, for sure.
Cool. And that's a Brent Horvath introduction, is it not?
Of course it is. Of course it is. All right. What do you got now?
Just
roll the dice.
I know, but I'm just disappointed in dropping the ball on the F.
Don't be disappointed in that, okay? Just keep that in the back of your mind. What's the question for me?
All right. I'm going non-plant related on this one.
Oh boy.
And then we'll roll into plant related.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the question?
The question is, name a band that the listener should dig into.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
We already had H. Can't do it. Can't use the same. That was another rule that it's a rule. I didn't just make it up, but I'm just telling you the rule.
Okay.
W.
W.
That's not
Come on.
M. See how the line's under it?
All right, so W.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not Googling this, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm putting the computer down. I was
Jesus.
Googling something else.
You were trying to find a wet-loving plant that starts with F.
I
weren't you?
was, yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, because that's bugging the crap out of me.
I'm sure there's an easy one that I'm not thinking of.
W. I mean, I know what my brain's thinking is exactly what your brain's thinking. Ween.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great band. Love Ween. Is that? But you think all the listeners should listen to Ween?
No, like Ween's an acquired taste.
Well,
so that's why I don't want to.
No, that's fine. Well, you've recommended a Ween song on here before, so I think there's
it's part of it's in our playlist.
The cool thing about Ween is like there's some songs that Ween does that's for everybody, but the whole catalog is for very few people. Would you say that's true?
Yeah,
but
100%.
Like Ween's got some songs that country music lovers would like. Ween's got some songs that like if you like the poppiest of pop music, you'd like. Ween's got songs that if you're into metal, you'd love it. Like they're just all over the place.
Yeah.
So maybe, I think that's a good suggestion.
Wiener.
Okay.
Dean
and Gene Ween.
Ween. I'm just going to go with Ween.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you to choose something different.
Were you thinking of something?
No.
Well,
when I saw W. Wilco popped into my mind.
Oh, yeah. Wilco's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not like a huge Wilco fan. It's just the band that popped into my mind.
I mean, I listened to Wilco a little bit like on, so they play on the Sirius XM channel that I listen to, which is Jam On 309. And then also I subscribe to Nugs, which is a,
Nugs.
It's a music listening platform for jam band music, and it's just a lot. I mean, there's studio albums on there, but it's a lot of live stuff. So these bands kind of like will stream their live music to Nugs, and then the catalog's on there for you to.
So are you plugging Nugs right now?
I mean, I can. Yeah,
Plug
if you're
in a
into
Nug.
jam band stuff, check out Nugs. It's a really good listening platform, but Wilco's on there quite a bit. So
cool. One last music thing about W, and I'll move on. The Wallflowers, it's the lead singer is Jacob Dylan's son, or Bob Dylan's son, Jacob, played at Dublin's 4th of July celebration.
Yeah, the America 250 event.
And it's funny, just today I was thinking of the Wallflowers, and I looked up that set list because I hadn't yet, and they played a lot of tunes.
Oh, yeah.
Played a lot of Tom Petty covers, which was cool. But interesting fact, this is going to blow your mind. Remember going back to that Warren Zevon stuff, which starts with W. The album that was made after he passed away by other artists, Enjoy Every Sandwich. The Wallflowers do the cover of Lawyers, Guns, and Money, which was the song I chose today.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool, right?
Full circle moment.
Some full circle shit right there. And that's another very good track on that album.
Nice.
Anyways, W. Back to plants.
Yeah. All right. Are we doing plants now too with W?
We had to do something with plants, don't we?
Okay. Yeah. What comes to mind when you say something plants with W?
Water. Please.
Hydration.
Folks. Yeah, well, stay hydrated yourself, but also keep your plants hydrated, particularly your annuals, your newly planted perennials from this past spring, newly planted trees and shrubs from this past spring, especially this time of year. I don't know where you're at. Typically this time of year for us, we don't get a lot of soaking rains. We'll get a lot of like quick, hard rains that don't produce a lot of precipitation over time.
Yeah.
So if this is a drier time of year for you, make sure you're watering deeply, very deeply.
Deep.
Yeah. Yeah. July is always a good time to remind folks to water.
All right.
I'm
just reading through the F's over here.
Oh.
All right.
You're not finding one?
Nice. Yeah, there's F's on there. All right.
Yeah, but sun-loving.
No, sun-loving wet feet.
Then say it.
They have false indigo listed, which would be Baptisia. Not really.
I mean, yeah, but I see it in dry prairies, and I grow it. You grow it in very dry places.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess I hadn't thought about that as an exclusively wet loving plant.
They also had a shrub, Fothergilla, which I know. What?
Fothergilla likes consistent moisture, and it can handle dry once established, but I wouldn't consider that like a wet feet loving plant.
Yeah,
by any means.
Gotcha.
So I disagree with that.
That's okay.
Not you with that.
You're allowed to.
Okay.
I want you to talk about an annual flower. Yeah, just a nice, fun annual flower with this next letter. Okay.
Okay. So just any annual flower that I think is nice and fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
D.
D. I'm getting the this is every time we do this episode, I think it's going to be super easy, and then I get creeped out by it. I get weirded out by it. D. Okay, so there's this cool annual called Digiplexus. Are you familiar with it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used it, but yeah.
If you use it and you can be successful with it, it's freaking awesome. It's like I think it's an intergeneric hybrid. So it's a hybrid of two different genera. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is Digitalis and something plexus.
Plexiglass.
Digiplexus. And it makes some really cool flower spikes similar to like a Digitalis. Very colorful, very bright. And I did have success with it. One year I used it at the entrance to Dublin Arts Council, of all places.
Digiplexus is an intergeneric hybrid between the hardy Digitalis purpurea and the tropical Isoplexus cariensis, producing vibrant, long-blooming flowers ideal for gardens and containers.
Yes. Look that one up. If that's something that fits your environment and your zone, well, if it's an annual, it doesn't really matter. But if you can grow that one well, give that one a shot. That's a neat one. That's like
that's cool.
One you don't see very often.
That's a really cool
I know
one.
Megan struggled with it at Inniswood some. I have had success with it, and I've had not success with it. So
if it were me, I just would have gone more generic. It's one that I love. I don't know how fun it is or whatever, but I would have just said dragon wing begonia. But I love my begonias. So,
well, see, what's funny is when you roll the die and you say D and you say come up with a plant, I go to one of our growers' websites, Diffenbacher.
And you're just like scanning through.
And I'm looking down because everything's in alphabetical order, but everything is arranged by Latin name, by genus. So dragonwing begonia wouldn't be there.
Gotcha.
It would be begonia, and you'd have to click on it.
And then,
And then you'd see all the begonias.
That's fair enough.
So I'm like looking at that list, and I'm like, I saw dianthus, and I saw some other weird tropical stuff that I just don't love, and
yeah, like Dieffenbachia. We had to talk about that today. So,
can I share that since it's D? Can I share that story?
Mm-hmm.
So local, like on a Facebook, like a local plant page.
Yeah.
Just like a hometown plants page.
Yeah, it was like Gehanna Gardening in the Know or some shit.
The woman said, I just learned that Dieffenbachia, which is an indoor plant, tropical indoor plant, is poisonous and it can kill you. And it's really bad for your pets to eat. And I've just had one by my workstation at home by my computer. And now I have a sinus infection. So I've thrown it away. And that was it. That was the post. It wasn't like asking advice or anything. It was just like, so I've thrown it away. Yeah. And I just had to chuckle because like Dieffenbachia is poisonous. It can, if you were to eat it, it might like make your whole mouth and throat go numb or something. But it's not going to cause a sinus infection. chances are it's not going to kill you because like you're going to take a bite and be like, ew, that's gross. I'm not going to eat anymore.
Well, the you know what the common name for it is, right?
Dumb cane.
Dumb cane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I do. So that also starts with D.
Yeah.
But and so like I could see it with pets. Like if you've got pets that just eat on everything, I could see being worried about that one. But you know, this thing didn't give her a sinus infection.
It's not gonna kill you.
And she just throw it away. Like usually in these gardening groups, that someone would be like, "Would anybody like it?"
Yeah.
Or I'll take it to the plant library. That's just I threw it away. It's gone.
All right. What's the question? The next letter.
Shit. Okay. Next letter. All right. I want you to name a plant that you wouldn't only grow for the flowers. You might grow it for another ornamental reason, whether that's texture, foliage color, berries, nuts,
Okay.
form. Doesn't mean it can't have good flowers, but I want you to note something that's not just known for its flowers. Ready? Okay.
G
unit. G spot.
Okay. I'm gonna go with.
Before you do that, you're not gonna laugh at G spot.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, my brain's gone. I'm thinking of G's. I'm gonna go with Gara.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it. Tell us why you're choosing Gara.
So Gara does have a nice flower.
Sure does.
But it's just got this very like wispy, airy texture to it. And I just love the way, like if Gara's planted in mass or even like above some other things or throughout things, just kind of how it moves in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of adds that like airy, flowy texture to a planting.
Yeah. So like the things that you're seeing that are light and airy are flower stalks, but I don't care what's on the end of those. Like the flowers are cool.
Yeah.
But like you could put like little turd emojis on the end of those, but just that swaying and
just the way it moves in the wind. Yeah. So
absolutely.
I'm going to go with Gara.
Absolutely. Very cool. Good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That's one that's like not super reliable perennial for us. Like it can be, it can't be. It just depends. But like mine, we have two planted in our yard, and it keeps coming back.
Yeah. I have some planted at work that does well. And
some nice reddish foliage.
one of the nicest plantings of Gara.
I know where you're going to say.
Where?
Julia's front yard.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
She's got some nice Gara in that entrance bed right to her driveway.
Yes. What I was going to say is, hi, Julia. I was going to say there was a road, like a rest area stop up in Michigan. And it may have been near where we're headed, near East Lansing. I can't remember exactly, but I remember years ago we stopped to use the bathroom, and they have up there in Michigan at the rest stops, they have these wonderful plantings at the rest areas, which I love. Yeah. They had like a mass planting of Gara, and I just remember it was like a windy day, and I just thinking like, man, like Gara really does look good, like planted in mass on a windy, on like a breezy day, just the way it moves. Yeah. So
I would say like a single plant's going to get lost in a perennial border, a busy perennial border, but like you said, in mass really does some work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Cool. All right.
Yeah. I mentioned this plant earlier just to riff off the G a little, Gomphrena. I mentioned that as an annual. Well, why did I say that plant? Oh, because I thought the plum drops blooms looked kind of like an elongated Gomphrena.
Yeah.
Great annual. Love it. Love Gomphrena as an annual. If you're not using it, use it more. It's not the best annual from a distance. It's not a great drive-by annual, but it's great for containers in high traffic areas, just kind of popping out of coleus or pretty much any. It goes really well with foliage plants.
Gomphrena came to my mind when
initially
G hit, but I've always just planted Gomphrena for that flower.
Right.
So
yeah,
that was why it does offer a neat texture.
Yeah.
But typically I'm planting it for that flower.
Sure.
Yeah, but
I'm
planting Gara.
I'll have to show you a picture. And
texture.
I'll have to send you a picture for B-roll, because the first time I saw Gomphrena, like a great planting of it at Duke Gardens, which we were just talking. Who were we talking to Duke Gardens with? It was It was Michelle.
Yeah,
at
Michelle
dinner.
from Hoffman. Yeah, because
Um,
she's from the area.
yeah. In the terrace garden, there's this large planting of some really nice large leafed coleus with like a fireworks or a just one of the bigger pink gomphrenias popping out of it. And I've took some pictures of it, and that's like that inspired me a long time ago.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Anywho,
Very nice.
yeah, great way to use that plant.
All right, Tim.
Where are we sitting at time wise?
We're sitting in 45 minutes.
We're sitting in a good place.
Yeah, we'll do another round or two of this,
All right.
and then we'll wrap this up. But I'm gonna say I need you to tell me about a good foundation shrub with this next letter.
When you say foundation shrub, do you mean like
For something that you would
like around a structure?
Yeah, like around the foundation of your home, something to set a backdrop for the stuff in front.
Okay.
Doesn't have to necessarily be a real showy shrub.
Okay.
It can be, but yeah.
All right, let's have
Ready?
at it.
Tea.
Tea? My initial reaction is just to be like, tea?
Tea. What up, T?
G-spot? T-spot?
Tea. That's a tough one.
Tea. Tim's Tangerine GM. No, that's a
I mean, you could go super generic with this.
No, I'm not gonna say Texas. Is that where you were going with that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
I got one.
What is it?
No, I said I'm gonna get one. Is
Okay.
what I meant to say.
Keep thinking about that.
Damn it. You're getting me on these. Should the mic be closer? No,
you're fine.
I'm starting to get nervous. Do you have anything you want to talk about while I think for a second?
No, I think we should all sit here in silence and wait for you to think of teas.
Let's see. Turtle, tomfoolery, tiguan, tossed salad.
You could just go with taxus, but you're like dead set against doing that.
Taxus is just such a dumb plant.
I mean, is there anything with a common name of tea that you can think of?
I mean, Taxus is a good foundation plant as long as you don't prune it into a box.
Yeah.
Or
Any particular type of taxus that you prefer, like a cultivar of taxus.
Well, technically, I like Cephalotaxus, but that doesn't count.
I know. I mean, any of the taxus that you like?
Yeah, just any kind as long as you don't prune them into a box or a meatball.
I'm not gonna lie, tea is not an easy one, bub.
Okay, fine, whatever. Taxus, do it again. Roll it again.
Really?
Yeah, just roll it again.
I mean, because I just thought of one.
What?
Thuya.
Do ya?
There's
Which one?
mean, I don't know, like Tom Thumb. You said tomfoolery. Tom Thumb Thuya. I don't know. Thuya, Taxus. You want me to roll it again for you?
Yeah, I mean, we can roll with Taxus. Just
don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Roll it again.
All right.
No, you can tell. I mean, people, they're listening. Well, quit watching.
G.
We already had G.
G
spot. We already had it.
Oh my God.
Remember that rule?
Difficult. R.
Okay. What did the pirate say about the steering wheel hanging off of his crotch?
R. You're driving me nuts. All right.
R. It drives me nuts. R.
Mm-hmm.
So great foundation plant in Northeast Ohio, where I'm from, is rhododendron.
Yeah.
Not here, but where I'm from. So if you're listening from the east or northeast part of the state, That's a great one. If you live somewhere with basic soils, disregard this information. But yeah, like my parents' house is just like, it's funny. It's like a row of taxus, like we just talked about, but like old taxus that's been pruned to death. But when those rhododendrons in front of it are blooming, you don't even see the taxus. So there's just a whole ton of them. And I don't know if my mom's gonna get mad at me for saying this, but when she was, so this is the house she grew up in. The house that she currently lives in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she grew up. That. Yeah,
okay.
She grew up in the house, and she worked at a little garden center when she was a teenager.
Yeah, she did.
And she stole a yellow rhododendron.
Debbie Fleischer.
And it's still
Debbie Fleischer. You so naughty girl.
This would have, if I'm doing the math, this would have been probably sometime in the 60s. And the thing still, the yellow rhododendron still lives in the front.
It still lives. You're getting so excited about it. Your mom's like,
she might be mad at me. I don't know.
Oh, well, there's stories that we could tell about you that might make her mad.
Yeah, she knows my stories.
Does she know about? Nah, never mind. Go on.
Yeah. So yeah, I like rhododendron for that. You know, that brings back some memories, some good core memories.
You know, an interesting fact about where your parents live.
Mm-hmm.
When you're driving through Westlake,
yeah,
there's like elevation changes in Westlake. There's like a ridge that runs through there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how that ridge was created? It was from when the glaciers stopped and receded. It left these ridges there.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you know that about Westlake?
Yeah. Center Ridge, Butternut Ridge.
Yeah. It's all glaciers.
Yeah. So if you're from the area and you're driving north from Lake Erie, and let's just get real specific about it. You're driving south down Dover Road away from the lake. Why did I say north away from the lake? South away from the lake. You come up a hill to Center Ridge Road, and Center Ridge, that ridge is there because the glaciers formed that ridge, and the lake actually used to come up to that point. And it even used to come further because Butternut Ridge is even way further south. So I don't even know how many ridges there are.
So when I was a kid, we used to do a lot of walleye fishing at Butternut Ridge.
You did?
Yeah, when the lake was up to Butternut Ridge, we would we would do some walleye fishing there.
Bro, that was probably like thousands of years ago. Get out of here.
All right, I'll get out of here.
Ridge starts with R.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So does you know what first came to my mind with the letter R?
What?
Not a good foundation shrub. Was Rubus cockburnianus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubus cockburnianus.
And listen, we are doing that episode before this season's ends, but I've been stumping to do a plants with funny names episode since we started this podcast 2.5 years ago.
I know you have.
And this is happening.
Okay.
And Rubus cockburnianus is the poster child for that.
Okay.
So, I don't recommend it. Megan got one just because like we told her it had a fun name or whatever.
Which cultivar did she get? Or did she just get the species?
She got Rubus cockburnianus.
Isn't there a good cultivar?
Dildy?
Go on.
I don't know what her cultivar she got, but it didn't perform well.
What are you laughing about over there?
I don't think so. So
that's not a cultivar, is it?
No.
Okay. I was like, I hope not. All right.
Have you ever noticed on our favorite sports talk radio show, whenever they want to talk about a toy for pleasuring someone or yourself, they say dildaroonie?
Yeah, dildaroonie. Yeah.
Because maybe you're not allowed to say it on the air or something.
Yeah,
so get around it with dildaroonie.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Every time he says dildaroonie, I just die.
Yeah, those guys. I tell you.
Man.
I tell you.
Okay.
So, right on. Well, I think that will wrap it up for this week's episode.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
About an hour.
Okay.
Pushing an hour.
Let me just roll it once more.
All right. Roll it once more for the fun of it. All right. I know you want to. That Nochina's creeping up on you.
I love Scattergories. It's like my favorite board game.
Okay.
I'm really good at it too. I always win.
What's the question you're going to ask me? Anything plant related.
It has to be plant related.
I don't care. Just roll it and we'll just think
like
of something. Whatever first pops to my mind.
Yeah, whatever first pops in your mind when you see this letter.
Okay.
Anything. L.
Oh my gosh. You want to know what the very first thing was that popped in my mind?
Dildaroonie.
No, it was a plant. Lamium. And the reason for that is because of the talk we did last week.
Okay.
When we were talking about alternatives to like ajuga.
Yeah. Okay.
So ajuga being a pretty aggressive perennial, shade-loving perennial. Lamium is also, once it takes hold, can be pretty aggressive in the garden also, but I don't feel that it's got quite the aggressive tendencies, and I feel like it's a little bit more easy to manage.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
is.
ajuga's going to come out and grow in your turf grass.
Yeah.
Which I can't stand.
But lamium won't, and the common name for lamium is dead nettle, so yeah.
I do think there are some lamiums that are considered invasive, maybe not here, but I think there are some good ones.
Yeah.
It's not a plant I'm super common with all the.
I don't know a lot about it, but yeah. So
okay.
That was literally the first thing that popped in my head was lamium.
Okay. I got Lenten rose.
Okay.
Hellebore,
So yours was a plant too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, that is my plant. I wasn't asking myself the question, so I didn't think of something right off the bat.
Okay.
L. Loser. Beck. Loser. It's a good tune.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on your playlist and smoke it.
You're in a music mood today.
I am.
So,
all right.
Right on, peeps. Well, thank you. That does it for this week's episode. We are headed to PPA this weekend, so we will have an episode next week. We'll try and get something recorded in the hotel early on in the week, maybe. And then I will have the week to
bust out your kneeling pad.
Okay, for kneeling pad.
Sorry, go ahead.
I will have the week to edit while we've got some downtime in the hotel. So
the ice cold hotel room. It's the only way to have it is ice cold.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, you all have a wonderful week. We love you all harder +2.
Rock on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.